player break. That was before the major. And so, you know, NAVI, this is them with a change as well. Makaziev enjoying the roster, making a good run at Cologne in his debut. I think this does have 3 maps written all over it.
Certainly should. I know his device is shaved since the last game. That's a real shame, Harry.
Do you frequently keep track of if
he had quite a moustache? I don't know if you realised, Harry.
No, I know. I saw. It was good.
All gone.
Kind of had like a Halzerg vibe about him.
It's a new day. It's a new device, and it's a new NAVI. You're looking to take them on here in the bounty. Passed out long for the Danes. Smoke, not ideal. And so a pick comes through it as Hooksy's unable to cross. Down, barely making it onto the ramp. Meanwhile, B bomb going in. Bit doesn't rotate, and he just catches there, running backwards, looking at the ground. No fight back for Astralis. They choose not to take them.
Dude, that's an Astralis classic move. You'll always remember the time they did it with S-Tag down Nuke on ramp. You'll remember that,
remember
Hugo.
That,
Stare being
so
given
funny.
the S-Tag job in that pistol.
Feels like it doesn't work anymore. I feel like people are too good, or...
Well, I mean, Bit was really smart. He was like, okay, they're trying to bait the shots at me, are they? What if I just kill the guy that's supposed to shoot me? He handled that really well.
But even Stare's still doing it after his teammate dies. Like, someone's got to kill him.
He's, you know, Stare will do whatever the call is. He'll believe in it through and through. He's a soldier. Oh, this is a chance for Navi to get off to a hot start.
Look at that new CT money. 4 rifles, second round. I do like it, especially on a map like Dust 2. And everyone has a nade. Got a smoke here. Got an HE there. It's so great, Harry. The world is healing. 99 damage. Oof.
Yabby Deeg dead, and that's kind of the only thing in the round that could have done anything here for Astralis, so just a chance to farm up. Keep it nice and clean. Nice and clean. Makazi, go on. And they're all saying, don't hunt. We have to bomb. They have to come to us. But you're new. You can do whatever you want. Device is one hell.
Blade's not here. He won't slap you.
Blade literally can't do a thing.
He'll let him get away with it.
He's watching on from somewhere else, presumably.
Lexi.
Oh.
See, this is an economical decision, Harry. See, the money.
More
money.
Yeah, Blade approves.
600 per. Calculated. All going to plan here. Astralis delaying the inevitable, but here is the first buy round of their T-side attempt at upsetting NAVI. We are still single elimination, and there is still money on the line. 40 grand. Over 40 grand, Harry, on this game.
Yeah, 17,500 on the head of Astralis. 27,500 on the head of NAVI. And so, money to be gained. Bounties to grow on the back of this game. It's a slow-burning first rifle round. An emphasis on taking mid-control. Astralis go about it safe here. First clearing lower tunnels with a heavy grouping there. Link it up with Stown, I think it is, from top mid. They haven't shown anything long. And so they have to try and feign some type of cat play here, presuming this is the B hit with the bomb and 2 more players waiting an upper. They're trying to keep pressure on mid. And Ema's not really buying it. He pushes up on Cat. Gets the info that they're just hanging out over in middle. Corridor smokes come in for Astralis, but the pressure's going to be on Bit. He's got Makaze nearby to help him out.
Oh, God.
Bit opens. The spacing's very wide here on Astralis, and so a chance to just farm up. Ema plays through the mid-smoke in the downtime, and in the blink of an eye, it's just Device. This round so quickly gets away from Astralis. Can Device find anything in the clutch? He needs the ace 1v4. Deals with Makazi, who plays in on a very early timing, trying to capitalize on that bomb plant. Low health on Ema. Device, there's the third. Ball's rolling on the clutch, and he gets so damn close. It's 4 from Device. Wonderful just there to save NAVI and stop him in the clutch.
A feel-good attempt for Device, but that's all it's going to be. Not to be the round for Astralis. Would have been an incredible clutch.
Dude, this could be the best advertisement for Razors you've ever seen.
Well, I don't know. I think if he had the mustache, he would have won it. Something to keep in mind. But a very nice try nonetheless. Bit recovered that spray really well. That was looking ugly as Astralis came in, but you said it yourself, the spacing a little bit off here. Coming out B. And Ema active on the catwalk, flanking the rest of Astralis.
Yeah. It's fine to not be like super bunched up coming out the tunnels. You don't want to like all die in one mag spray. But when it's so wide that like Bit has time to kind of fully reposition and ready himself for a second fight, that's a problem. Similar look in the start of this round as well. Astralis going about this slow mid control. This time looking for catwalk.
Wonderful has no block. They're already wide, they're already going for it. The flash is good, but he gets a kill before it blooms and repop back in. Astralis are suffocating him with utility. They get the space, but the bomb getting in might be a different story entirely. Good Molotov from Makazi as they just farm up. Device's rifle gone. It's down 1v3 with the hypnotic Deeg. They peek off each other. NAVI trading well, playing safe, playing smart, 4-0. Device's AWP makes an appearance. Wonderful will meet him there. No mid-fight. No spawn either. So Wonderful takes long. Aggressive for Ema. Getting involved early with the flashbang forces that 5v4. Hooksy 0 and 5.
I mean, you've seen Ema getting increasingly curious about these mid plays as time's gone on. It was him who kind of flushed out the fake last time. Missed shot for Wonderful. They will get out on catwalk here. Device on the angle, nails the shot, and there's a follow-up for Stare and Yabi. That opener from Ema might all be in vain here as Astralis sit ready to pick up this round. Some convincing openings. Device with a strong start to the series holds a lot of promise. So in their return to the rifles, Astralis get on the board. It's a speedy reaction there after that aggression from Ema. NAVI, it felt like they were expecting a bit more respect, you know?
Yeah.
Like, Wonderful kind of out on an island over towards ramp, realizes, oh god, they're already out on short, and then that gets really awkward for the AWPer.
A really nice pace change for Astralis to smoke that molly late in the molly and just go. I don't think anyone was ready for that. NAVI haven't seen the staging of the round. They haven't seen the fake mid to be smokes back into cat. Astralis just completely catch them off guard. And Wonderful has to peek something. So he peeks out wide, misses the timing because of the smoke bloom. They cross in, and he peeks into an AWP. Device nails it. Nowhere to go for Wonderful. It's a good look here for Astralis' first gun round, but they got more in store.
I think one of the problems for this Astralis team as of late has just been a bit of an inconsistency among individuals, right? You imagine it can be hard to, you know, make calls if you're Hooksy and you're not really sure of the output you can expect. And the last time this series went down, you remember Stare was having a fantastic tournament. He was lights out in Astana. He was actually fantastic. He topped the charts in that game. 1.51 rating.
That was despite Device struggling.
Yeah, I'll say this, you know, with Device holding some promise early on, that is going to give you a lot more mileage here. You know, it's very early doors, but the just the way he's looking, the eye test on Device, feels like we might get a good game from him today.
Late long pop, Wonderful's going to have to turn around, but being stuck on this corner is not a comfortable place to be. Jump peaks, Molly on the car. He's going to have to make a decision right now. Gets a shot off. There's no Molotov, actually. Astralis. There it is, a little bit later. I thought they were lining it up before, and so sure, they forced the position out, but I felt like that could have come for free for Astralis. It cost Device's life. Ema going back up Cats. Catches one. There's still more round this corner. Yabi making his presence known. Oh, really trying to squeeze these headshots. Makazi disallows. 2v3 now. Astralis making it into the site.
They're gonna lead the charge here on the rifle. Also is to try and get this bomb planted. Molly's burning him alive. Makaze with more good util here. To siphon players from the ranks of Astralis and keep that round safe.
Blade is clapping somewhere. Makazi's util has been really, really strong in this CT side. Not overplaying these situations, and Astralis just forced to plant with 10 seconds left on the clock. NAVI realizing when they lose long, they've got to take something. They go back to Catwalk, forcing 3 players up the box, and finding those kills gives them nice real estate to give up A and play that util. Seeing just solid fundamentals here from NAVI. Expected. The question raised from the desk is, with no coach, you know, will we see those frustrated moments? Would NAVI be tested and then maybe not know when to call the timeouts, not be able to calm down? Well, so far they've yet to be really tested. So we don't know.
I also just think that this early attempt of conditioning from Astralis on like these slow mid takes where they throw in the doors smoke every single time they've looked to launch pad off of mid. NAVI have done a really good job of like figuring out what the end goal is before it comes through. They haven't really fallen for this attempt of putting eyeballs on middle. It's like Astralis just trying to get value out of this doors smoke, right? Try and have it so that when you smoke off the mid cross, NAVI instantly gets super nervous, think they're going for this slow take, and there's a lot of avenues that can springboard from that, right? You got the mid to B, you got the corridor smokes, the short takes. You've seen a lot of variations from just this one bit of util down in mid, and yet still NAVI able to remain one step ahead. I think one thing that has been nice for NAVI is that Astralis haven't really made use of the long doors outside of that last round, and you were able to repel them from it pretty convincingly. Makazi!
Ow.
He does well to get out with one in a kind of desperate spot, and here's that short aggro from Ema, something he's been trying all throughout this game, but picks the wrong fight. Stown able to deal with him. And Astralis set their sights on B. Bit here. First kill comes his way. Yabi further ahead on that smoke push. And so it slows down and stalls out into a 3-on-3 here. Bit can still call that there's flashes coming in towards his site. His teammates scrapping for mid decide to just play past Hooksy in middle. They want to help out Bit. If they can drop this bomb, they win the round, and Bit gets it done. There's the AWP on the line out in middle, and so NAVI have got Bit to thank.
He's looking like a rock right now on this B-bomb side, not letting them in without a multi-kill. He did it without support last time. This time, they set him up, high flashes over the top. Bit just, you know, not peeking at all. Astralis is scaling. They're desperately looking for him, walking into the bomb site. Both times they can't find him. He reveals his trap last possible second with a perfect flash.
And I gotta say, you know, like, comms must be flowing for NAVI. It looks very communicative right now. Everything's being teed up with a flashbang. We were crediting Makazi earlier on. Wonderful just nailed a great flash to help Bit out there in that B hold. And so, no Blade, no problem right now. You don't need a timeout if you run through Astralis in the first map.
It's Astralis' map pick. We need to see why soon, but it's the hero scout. With Emid dead, no fear on the catwalk, but Alexi is closing the gap. Wonderful continues to mid wide. Flash goes close, but Rifle backs him up. No one even in the B bomb site, no need. They are just farming Astralis in middle. One tag is all they get. Out long for Astralis, but planting this bomb is an unrealistic hope. Alexi even moving in to stop this. I'm NAVI, I want to make sure you can deny any bonus money Astralis can get in this round. Kazi climbing up as well. That smoke provides a bit of cover. Him and Alexi right on the other side. Ooh, something. Alexi's not giving it up. While Bit closes the gap. Plant, fake, here's the running, Deagle out. This is desperate for Stound, and they all face him together. NAVI looking like a well-oiled machine right now. Everything's working.
I think Astralis need to do more to make them nervous about other places on the map here. You know, with these rounds coming down so often to these mid-fights, NAVI increased degree of confidence in kind of pressuring catwalk. They've got Wonderful providing cover with the AWP. NAVI down to fight for middle, as it turns out. And so here we go. This is a change of the map control being taken. It's a long pop early on. And they go very, very committed to this. You can already see the reaction from NAVI. Mikazi actually pushing all the way up in the top mid. Stare is prepared for that eventuality.
Going back to clear lower, because just getting the info that Astralis don't have any lurkers is super valuable here for NAVI. Gotta be scared of T-spawn. There are some awkward angles to clear, but Bit and Mikazi have done their due diligence enough so that they can realize Astralis is stacked on long. Boost up allows a player to walk closer. Yavi getting in. Again, block smoke here for NAVI to play behind on the site. Ema doesn't know how close they are. Device wallbangs him through the box. Yabi is still further than anyone's ready for. He springs a trap but a missed shot.
Alexi just playing a delay with flashes. More of that NAVI util to take the pace out of this. And if this smoke fades, there isn't another one for the cross. So Astralis can't get slowed up for too long. They have to start this crossing now. Alexi plays through on a flashbang. Will get found, but there's still layers here. This one's just going to be a scrap all the way to the close. Wonderful and Mikazi both out on short. Now it's just the AWP left. They've spotted him. They've got him trapped behind this smoke. This is going to take something real special. Wonderful should not be able to survive this. When this smoke disappears, he loses his cover, and Astralis swing him together. Takes them a while, but they do explore other options. They get that long control, and they're able to force NAVI back.
I'm very impressed Astralis get away with that round, right? All just kind of getting stalled out along behind the smoke. You'd think the flashbang from Alexi, or for Alexi, would allow him a kill with Stare. Able to cover his team, and that is the swing frag in the round that gives Astralis advantage. There's the last bit of util for both teams, and then it just becomes a boxing match. So Astralis go back to what works. They take that long control. Again, same reaction for NAVI, looking to push up a B this time to clear out the tunnels. But they find the same thing, empty as ever.
And if I'm honest, that wallbang kill from Device last round was hugely impactful. I think it's one of the reasons that site take ended up feeling so easy. You got rid of Ema as the kind of danger man, but I don't know if he's going to be able to replicate a crazy wallbang entry like that. Here's a pace change for Device. They doing contact on the push up, and it's not worked wonders here for Astralis. One back for Stare, a convincing kill short. But all of NAVI amassed down in CT. There's also this long flank from Bit. That's going to start to close very, very quickly. That's not a commit to the plant. They spot Bit out on long. A series of clean taps, getting rid of Stare. And Hooksy, all that's left to do is die. NAVI A swift return to form as this time they stop the A take from Astralis.
Yeah, they try and speed up the round, right? They don't want to do the same thing again and allow NAVI to hold on to util and, you know, just blow them to pieces on bomb site. But NAVI get all the info on the cross. They throw molly, then they smoke it, but they cross before the smoke blooms. So look at these POVs from NAVI. They get info, and then they can just track through the smoke and they get 2-3 kills before Astralis even make it into the bomb site. So yeah, a second waiting would have made all the difference there for Astralis to let that smoke properly bloom before they tried to make it in. Tiny, minute timing difference. But instead, it is NAVI just slaughtering them. So back to their winning ways here on the CT side.
No, I mean, Alexi just has a great read on the game right now. He hears all the long util. He heard it for a long time. He knew that hit was coming, and never at any moment were they expecting a repeat at the same pace, right? That was like Astralis trying to go for just an instant contact smoke play. But Alexi and NAVI ready to spam them on the cross, and so it ended up working massively in their favor. Back to the drawing board here for Astralis.
Yeah, and you feel like now what actually works?
I think like the problem is you've lost so much of your footing in terms of the game plan just so quickly here. Your attempt of like the conditioning off of the one mid smoke for which you spent like the first 6-7 rounds of the game doing as well, got you nowhere really, really quick. The only success you had is on a long pop where Device hits a blinder to open up. And so it's like, oh, you've kind of used a lot of runway building up a lie around this smoke that NAVI were able to figure out. And so quickly, it just feels like you're left with nothing here. You've got one more rifle round left in the half, a chance for 3. That's what you're aiming for. It's really not a lot.
This one should be another blowout here. Yabi on the gun. But no one really going above and beyond except for Device. And there's a couple of nice orb kills and a 1v4 attempt. So is there a savior here for Astralis? This B-bomb site does not feel like the way in. Bit's been a rock in this position, and now he's even supported by Makaze's orb. On the line, should be good for the first shot, but it's not a problem here for NAVI. Astralis get closer, Makaze gets one more chance. Okay, now it's a problem. Oh dear, it's a big disaster. Device double deke entry, where has that come from? He is saving this game for Astralis, or at least trying to. Bit with nothing, Makaze with multiple misses, and Device makes up for it. 2 huge headshots. My oh my.
Another round where Device is able to kind of carve a route in for Astralis. You could see he was feeling good in the start of this game. Nearly had that big 1v4 ace clutch, getting it all the way down to a 1v1 here, double deke, opener on the eco to recover and save a 3-on-5.
That should not be happening.
And that's going to give you a huge leg up. Like suddenly NAVI, who were in such a good position in this game, and this is one of the things, you know, with MR12, they feel like they close up so quickly. These couple of rounds right at the end, you really can't afford to take your eye off the ball. The difference between their 8-4 scoreline and something like 10-2, which is what NAVI had the chance to go for, is monumental.
Absolutely.
8-4 and a pistol win, and suddenly it's a 1-round game. Like, you are right there. It's competitive all over again, and those first streak of 8 doesn't really matter.
Especially winning a round like that does huge boost to the economy. Device's orb now going to be fielded in this final round. They're ready to pop out mid. They're faking on the catwalk. It's another missed shot here from the orb, this time Wonderful. Overwhelmed with flashbangs. Astralis find that 5v4 stare, peeking out mid, and further damage to Bit, who can't go down. That would open up the B-bomb site. Desperately trying to get back in position. Wonderful missing again. These orbs are shooting blanks. NAVI letting them down. 3-on-5.
And because they have numbers, they're going to be way better at coming in through the tunnels. In a lot of these fights, Bitters had strung out 1v1s. That time he has 3 players on his screen and nothing to do. It's down to a 2v5 retake as Astralis look to recover in this first half.
Absolutely. Giving
themselves a much-needed bit of wiggle room, and so much of it coming off the back of Device. He's been fighting tooth and nail to keep Astralis in this game. He's still floating around mid-late, and Alexi's been waiting for this, what feels like an eternity. He can't wait anymore. They have to start trying to gear up for this retake. Device now arrives in through the back line, and so Astralis get the fort they were hoping for. Device might have lost the stash, but he's hitting even harder. Astralis able to level out at the end of that first half. Things were going pretty disastrous for Astralis.
I feel bad.
Ooh. It was a dominant scoreline and a chance at a runaway game for NAVI. And then Device happened. Final couple of rounds, he finds a Deagle Eco 3-on-5. Goes on to bring the AWP out and look good.
Okay. Guys, 8 is good enough. We had very good chance to win more, but doesn't matter.
8 is good enough. If you can win the pistol, it might feel even more than enough. But it puts a lot of weight on this round right now. Astralis, the ones to make a play. They have dual Berettas down here, double dualies in lower.
Call them the quaddies. Oh no, they walk in. Alexi's just waiting. Turrets. And the Miss Molly, Yavi stays inside the window, not for long.
Alexi was right. 8 is enough.
8 definitely feels like enough now. Device is saving Julies. Device has left the building. And Stare, you have nothing to save. You know how I feel, Harry, about bad saves. You can get exits, that's okay. Because, again, even more importantly, kills matter on the way out. Like, if you get... Device and Stare get a couple of kills here, they farm some money for later. So, Device's armor broken, that's fine. He gets a frag from it. Any more from Device, double up. Double cup.
Oh my god.
Sipping sweet right now, looking for the ace on the exit. Go on, go get it.
Go get it, Device. Go get it, Device. Go get it, Device. Come on. Wonderful. You're such a little gremlin.
No,
you didn't give it to him.
It's smart.
I know it's smart.
Very smart. Don't give him it. Alexi, in shock. Never seen a pistol that easy. Astralis, don't look up. NAVI in a great position, but I wonder if those exits will allow a bit of a purchase here, Harry, to that CT side. It's never going to be a great buy, but it might be a little bit more here to play with for Astralis.
You don't want to waste a great Device performance if you're Astralis.
Where is everyone else?
Yeah,
that's what I ask. Where is literally anyone? Name one thing Stown has done in this game. Name a Yabby round. When has Stare closed anything?
When Device got 2 with the Deagle,
okay.
Yabby got the kill that forced the save on Makazi.
You're really...
So there's 1.
You're really clutching at straws. Right?
Device did do literally everything else in that round.
So you've just told me, I remember 1 Yabby kill.
I remember 1 Yabby kill.
Okay, I don't remember anything from Stown. Where is Astralis?
I can't defend.
Hooksy is 2 and 12.
I can't defend
Device
the rest of the roster.
has 17 kills.
I can't really even make a case for Yabby.
He got you thought of 1 of his kills. Congratulations.
1 of his how many? 4.
4.
I remember 25% of his kills. That's quite an impression.
I remember 100% of Device's kills. Even all the exits that don't mean anything. Well, it does mean something, because he's got an M4, and he's put it to use. Look at that damage down middle. Oh my goodness. 200 damage with the M4 and a kill.
Astralis, you can't waste this. Device nearly 20 kills deep.
Those exits matter.
He's done a boatload of damage on that smoke spam. It's unconfirmed damage, right? He gets a kill through the smoke. They don't know that he's tagged up everyone else.
Scout can find out. 1 shot. Finishes 2 players round. They're going to give it to him. There it is. Another tag. Harry 3 low. Oh my goodness, dropping in. Playing with fire right now. Will you get burned? NAVI might be falling to the force buy here.
Oh my god.
With the 1 tap.
That's how you die?
Device is M4.
18 and 9. 1 tap down mid by a bit. He does what he does best.
Still, the bomb's trapped here. Yabby. He's only got 4 kills, but he could win this round if he played aggressive. Choose to go back.
This is where the fact it's unconfirmed damage actually matters a hell of a lot.
Wait,
they
10
might...
seconds. He was saving.
Oh. Oh.
That's... Yeah.
Okay.
The damage save, Harry. 4v3 save. That caught me so off guard.
Yeah.
I really didn't think NAVI would do that, but I guess the damage was rough. They'd rather have the rifles.
Dude, Device is so good right now. He's winning rounds and, like, creating peace in the server at the same time.
Have you ever seen a save like that? That's... I get it. Like, logically, it makes sense. But... I don't know. Brutal headshot. Well, they get to play it again, Harry. That's the bright side. But then Astralis go, hey, thanks for the force buy. We're going to buy full now. 2 Famises, 2 M4s, a Scout. That's a really good buy. So, yeah. Let's see if NAVI regret that decision. Good grenade again. Damage is good. Molly burns Navi. It's just save, guys. You're all low. Just save. Oh. Just crunching that B-bomb side does feel like the way in here. Yabi and Stown on the B. Look at that big smile on Yabi's face. That damn smile. Cheerful chap. There's smoke.
Ah, that's really rough. Actually, they don't have any util to make up for that, so Alexi just has to deal with it, I guess, and he runs out through mid. Been able to make it past. Yabi with a quick turn. Makaze's Deagle opening, but are they ready for Stown? Second man in at the car. It's kept clean by Astralis, who stopped the spillover out through the tunnels.
Disaster class game on this T side for Na'Vi. They won the pistol. You wouldn't be able to tell. That save in the second round in a 4v3. And now, just miss mid-smoke. It costs them everything. They get backstabbed. They run through the upper smoke. Both B players get a double kill. First real impact of the game from Stown and Yabi. What do you do now? Now you're cooked, Harry. Now you got nothing.
I mean, it feels like Na'Vi should be winning this handedly. From top to bottom, they're outperforming all of Astralis with the exception of Device.
Yeah. It's not always enough though, is it, Harry? It's a team game.
It's just mad. This is such a heavily weighted scoreboard. I can't believe that Astralis have made this so competitive all over again. Device nearly 20 kills deep. The rest of his team totaled aren't that far ahead of him.
I'm just still a little bit shocked at that save. Like,
I am too, especially when, like we were saying.
I don't think it's a horrible decision or anything, by the way. I'm just surprised Na'Vi would go for that. Like, given what it does for Astralis, given they could have just grouped B and tried, and then all for them to just go for the B hit next round anyway. And that didn't go well. What a stare got on the top of his head, Harry. I've been trying to work it out.
Let me see.
Show us stare. Oh, we're going back in. Oh, and then he sits up. Little green thing.
Yeah.
Is that what the kids are calling the Labubus or whatever the hell that is?
I don't think it's a Labubu.
Okay. Why, are you an expert?
I mean, I know what they are.
Okay. More than me then.
They're more like a little... They're closer, actually, to like a charm in Counter-Strike.
He kind of has a headset charm, in a way.
No, that looks like a little... bob.
Oh, peace out.
Well,
Go
Device, you've been playing great.
What are you
We've all
do?
loved watching it, but Wonderful hasn't.
What are you going to do now, Astralis? You've lost your only man. It is 9v0 now. Stown orb, though. I remember a Stown orb. And yeah, Na'Vi are just going to hit this B-bomb site. But still, there's Stown and Yabi to worry about. Yabi in a powerful position. Stown can be pulled back. Mid-smoke going in. No B hit just yet for Na'Vi. I'm going to get a little bit weird with it. Out middle. Up cat. I mean, knowing the orb's gone. Knowing the orb's gone this is a good play.
If Astralis lose this round, and I'm Device, I'm handing in the resignation at the end of the map. They have every reason still to win it. They've lost their front man, sure.
There's a Glock in this round for the record.
Okay, Stare. You can keep Device 6 more months. The round is held on to.
Good stuff. They kind of had to win that, even with the entry. Even with the AWP in the wrong position. Stan was moving in. They just get kind of owned. Rifles on headshot angles. Astralis, they are nipping at the heels of NAVI. Someone get wonderful a pack of Newports right now. Getting stressful here.
"27 kills on all of Astralis, nearly 20 on device."
Chill.
And like, obviously that's all of Astralis, except for device.
Oh yeah, well.
He doesn't have 20 at the 27. That would be absurd.
NAVI just have to hit B, low econ. They tried Cat. Didn't go well. Similar setup for Stan and Yabi again. Backside car. Yabi jump spotting middle. Corridor smokes go in. NAVI blocked at B again. Or util, a little cash here for Yabi to pick up. Hooksy breaks that mid smoke. 2 hits at the same time out mid. That's a big entry, but Yabi lines up 3 kills in tunnel. I remember a Yabi round. This is one of them. NAVI will not forget anytime soon. Stopping them at the door with a Molotov. This one is getting dicey. Device climbing back up so they don't go back, but that bomb is lost to the B bomb site. They can't overcommit to the flank. They have to find Yabi.
Yabi was debating making a play there, but in what ended up being a tight 2v2, he's low on health. That nade just shy of finding Alexi. Yabi's still going on for the ace now. Only Alexi left. Yabi will collect it, and Device finally has someone joining him on the board. An ace round for Yabi, and the comeback still flowing here for Astralis.
Huge shutdown on the B side. There is no way in for NAVI right now. They may have found that entry. They had a 5-on-1 on B, and Yabi multi-kill, mow down, gets out the lawnmower. All 5 kills. Turns NAVI into compost.
Fast play out long.
Ooh.
Makazi provides the cover. That looked like it was going to be a dire double kill out in the long doors, but Makazi spamming back. An early 5v4. This is one of the nicest spots you've been in if you're NAVI. Struggled at getting and maintaining these advantages, and so this feels like a round you have to convert.
Nice trade out. Hooksy having trouble in this game, and that's not going to make it any easier. Multi-players peeking at the long doors. NAVI, do they want to commit? It looks like a full reset. Ema still down and lower. Back to B, into Yabi, who has felt like enough before, but this should be a bridge too far. Essentially 1v4.
Yeah, he's just responsible for so much ground as well. Yabi leaves the B site, tries to go and clear mid, has to be ready for this close check, and with Ema finding him, that is the round for NAVI. Starts off over on long. They throw a bit of misdirection the way of a nervous Astralis, who are lagging behind in terms of the player count. Forces a bit of a gamble, forces moves to be made, and NAVI find the gap.
Yeah, I mean, Yabi realized what's happening, right? Device has long info. He's calling no one out, care B. And Yabi, I guess, thinks he can push lower to catch that B play, but Ema was there from the get-go, waiting the whole time in tunnels, and that's why NAVI know they can go back. So they leave the porch light on, Harry. Late entrance into this T side for NAVI. Finding their first round since the second.
Terrorists win.
Put a NAVI spray down on the window. What if they lose the round shooting at it? You ever think about that, Hugo? What if they run through? They think the yellow thing is an enemy?
There are certain sprays you can use. I think
It's a zombie spray,
I think it's
right?
banned, actually. Yeah, the zombie spray. I think it's banned. I'm pretty sure it's banned. Like, people were... Actually, I think Astralis used to do it a long time ago in CSGO, where on Overpass you could, like, put a spray on one of the toilet signs.
Yes, to ruin one of the smoke lineups.
And I remember seeing a player, like, couldn't find the lineup because of a spray. I want to say it's banned. I'm not entirely sure. Or rather, Navi's first round since the pistol coming in. Breaking a little streak from Astralis. Oh, Sound just shooting through the smoke. Tees up wonderful for the easiest entry.
Ooh.
See.
That's just a odd fight to go for. It's money on the line for Astralis as well. That's not like even the spam to stop players crossing on a short that Device did a couple of rounds ago. That's a spam for the run down mid.
Hooksy in good position, but again, I feel like the trade is guaranteed for Navi. Lexi with a half clear. Oh, Hooksy double up. Really nice.
He's done well to get out with two there, yeah. And that keeps the hope of this round alive for Astralis. Might not have been an inspiring game from Hooksy here, but that double is important. Yabby one step further on a spam through the tunnel smoke. Bomb now spotted. The short player stare had to hold on. Mikaze able to overwhelm him. Device tries to play ahead of this site take. This leaves him in the firing line. Mikaze chases down the kill. And asks for the bomb as well. Mikaze doing it all. Just Yabby to stop. He's had an uptick here in the second half. It's been notable. Support finally arriving, and it's been in the form of Yabby. So caught on the cross up. Mikaze just goes full aggressive, low on health the entire time.
Fearless game from Mikaze. I can't believe he hunts Device down because he's low. That's why he's taking that fight, right? Device is using a deagle. He's got to hit a headshot. Mikaze's 10 health, having to push through the Molotov because it's come down as he's peeking. And he just forces that kill onto Device. Last second, climbs over, shuts down the clutch before it begins. That's Mikaze, the X factor here for Na'Vi. Buzzer beater of a round. Astralis lose their money.
Dude, it's sick, you know. He's not just it's not just mindless aggression either. He's taking a free 1v1 when it's available, knowing that if Yabby's left in that 1v2, they have the bomb planted for sure. You've got Wonderful there, Mikaze in the site. Like, that's a really, really hard retake. If they're able to group with two players, right? If Yabby and Device are able to start like a slow, short climb up, they can trade the AWP, then Mikaze's low. He just does a great job of teeing Na'Vi up for a free round win. And he does it all while he's one shot from certain death.
You can tell Device is regretting even taking that fight there. He tries to abandon ship, but too late. Notice Astralis use their final tactical timeout. Na'Vi haven't even touched theirs. No blade, no need. They just go storming out long. They're not out of the woods yet. Astralis have four sports into this round. A very dangerous decision. It could cost them everything. Back-to-back forces to stop the Na'Vi win on Astralis' map pick. Block on the long smoke. Got to be ready for this in the current day. Hooksy sits in front of it. Check it out. Good flash, though, but blinded spraying. Bit comes in to save him.
Yeah, Big got there just in time, playing anti-flash, and so important he played through the smoke. Mikaze dead over in mid.
Okay.
As he attempts to pick up the pace here and help with the A hit, he's gifted a gun to Yabby. This is a lot of info for Na'Vi. They know they're walking into a bit of a stack here. The problem they have, they don't have any map control anywhere else. It's something that Bit is trying to sort out. There's only 55 seconds left in this round. The bomb dropped back in T-spawn. For now, Na'Vi hold their ground, seeing if they're given anything.
Yeah, maybe they just go B and leave Ema in the pit with the AWP here, but it feels like Bit's going to try fake this out. They scale up on A. Issue is Astralis have everything they need. They don't care about B right now. Double A, double cat. And any info will confirm what they already know. NAVI are coming around this corner. Bit from lower. This is so slow though. 25 seconds. It's on Wonderful to initiate. No peek on the cross. Fork scaling up. Caught by the flash. Perfectly timed by Astralis. They can pick up that orb. They can pick up AKs. A risky force buy for Astralis pays off massively.
Counter-terrorists win.
Bit 17 and 9.
Oh, you can see the frustration, and justifiably so. Like, this was Navi's chance to very comfortably end this game. Now it's more grindy, right? You're gonna have rifles to go up against. You've got the AWP coming out for Device. All the bells and whistles for Astralis. Long take, and a player's crossed into the pit. Wonderful, unable to open.
This is going to be a difficult way to end the game for NAVI. Astralis re-entering the conversation late in the match. Playing safe setups here. Device able to pivot between long and short. Hooksy anchoring on long side for a late take. Again, this troublesome twosome on the B-bomb site from Astralis. Oh, that's crazy bit. That's unreal. Gonna try and nade the AWP out as well. Dirty peek. And NAVI just speed up.
Stare trying to construct a bit of a defense here. Multi-kill of his own. And what was feeling like a good round for NAVI, Bit still in the kill feed.
Bomb on an island. Bit needs to go.
Quickly starts to shape up here for Astralis. They're ready for long, or at least they should be. They knew that Bit was here. He's on for an all-headshot ace. Wonderful, in with the fourth. Bit, that is stellar, and that's what he's all about. Taking heads off, opens on Device, goes on to save the day for NAVI.
Why would Hooksy leave? What made him leave in that position? They knew Bit was long. They traded out 1-for-1 after Device's death. And Hooksy just leaves long at 20 seconds thinking he won't come here. Bit just shoots multiple players in the back of the head. Beautiful shots for Bit, but no reason for Hooksy to leave that position yet. Both B rotators in the bomb site, ready to stop that plant. That is a big disaster.
Dude, it's also just the type of player that Bit is. Those are like the perfect fights for him. You know, those tappy, drawn out, long range fights where it's all about getting that quick headshot kill.
Did they think Bit rotated? Did they hear something? Hooksy thinking they're going double cat for the bomb. The only way you lose that round is if Bit comes out and shoots you all at long. And that's exactly what happens. Wonderful can't win it from cat with the AWP. Yabby and Stan were there.
All right, NAVI, you've got Bit to thank for this. He's teed them up for a victory here. Late capitalization on breaking Astralis' money. They've only got a handful of guns to work with. Last time NAVI were up against a buy like this, they fell down. Bit has given them a chance at redemption. Play out through the doors. Makazi mid-air. There is a trade available. That's a gun drop down here in mid as well.
He saw two more, so NAVI speed up.
Last time these flashes were very, very punishing. This time no flash required. Stown on the spam. Finds the opening. Device and Stown repel it. And it's Stare with a wide swing. This game continues.
Just when you think the game's done, dude. Multiple times in this T-side have I thought these rounds are unlosable here, and Astralis find a way to break back in. Nice smoke play for Stown coming through with that block. And NAVI can't make it even up ramp. Felt like they had everything going for them. These long flash plays, these long cross shots for Astralis have saved them round after round in this CT side. And now NAVI have to full eco for the last. This is a roller coaster right now. Astralis hanging on, dangling by a thread in this game. but every time, winning the round, they have to. Winning the unlikely round to stay in the map. Bit with a kickabout, but
I mean, dude, I get it if you're bit.
what else can you do? He scored every goal in this game, 21 and 10. And NAVI don't take a timeout. They haven't done it in this game. They don't want to give Astralis their chance to talk to Rugger, especially when they've run out of timeouts. So they just use this Glock round as a conversation. Stairs climbed back up the rankings in this game. His stoppage on cat holds has been really, really nice.
Yep.
He's not just been playing from ramp either. He's had cat info very late in the round. Look at him here, 40 seconds. He's still getting util in on short. And yeah, multi-kills when NAVI do go for cat splits.
NAVI might have had a good chat, but it's very important they die at the end of this round.
Yeah.
And so you have to hope that Hooksy is down for an ace.
Okay. Hooksy ace.
You're going to try and fight him. 15 seconds. You need to die.
Oh, well.
Literally, you have to die.
Does team kill count? Surely it counts. All right, all right. In we go to the final round of regulation between NAVI and Astralis. It is Astralis' map pick here on Dust 2, and well, you were ready to write them off in this game, and I don't blame you. But this keeps going. There's new twists and turns. And maybe, just maybe, Astralis can make this overtime. Bit on a Galil. Come on. Swap it out. Someone give this guy an AK. Just a B-rush.
Yabi, so blind!
Oh,
can't mow them down!
That's how you win!
He got an ace over here at B. Last time they tried running at him, but this time, no kills for Yabi in the hold. Astralis, the alarm bells are ringing. This comeback all hinges on a 4v5 retake in at the B site.
You drag out a Glock round, you make them think we're doing something special. You do something Blade would never call, rushing the B bomb site at the end of regulation.
Wonderful, trying to fight them out through the window. Knows that there's util in play for Astralis. He was trying to thin out the back line. Down opens, there's the trade. It's all chaos. It's going everywhere. NAVI trying to play through, and they will. A quick B hit on the back of a quasi timeout in the eco. And that's what Alexi cooks up. That is how they steal Astralis' pick at Dust 2 away.
Yeah, Dust 2, a true roller coaster ride, and one which NAVI would outlast. Who?
I thought it was Jova many times over, as they say.
They do say that.
But NAVI still got the win, Hugo, and that's teed them up for a 2-0. Look, man, they've played this map 17 times this year. They've only lost it 4 times. Most of the time, that's to the Mongols, and they even were able to overcome that back in Cologne, as you just said.
They're getting better.
So I don't think it's a very pretty picture here for Astralis. I think their chance to make this a 3-map series where they could have looked to win really did hinge on winning Dust 2. And that fight just came too late in the game. Hooksy in the board to open up, or on the board, and in it. Screw it, why not both? It's down, bit of an aggressive swing out in the top mid. He's given over that 4-on-4 and dual Berettas on B.
I think the flash let him down there, actually. I like the play, but didn't seem like NAVI were too blind in middle, so I like both flash plays. I think it's good. Astralis initiating, but second one didn't really do that much for Staum. So he gets headshot instantly. Oh, clinical for a stare, and that might send the bomb back to middle. Device rotating, decides against it. Stare says it's clear, I have it. Hooksy finds his second headshot. Astralis holding strong. Hooksy, that's despicable.
Okay, if Hooksy's gonna have like a God mode game, that does change things. We all like occasionally, you get it every now and again. I think it's something to do with the moon. I don't know.
Yeah.
But just every now and again.
No, it's not. It's not just that. It's like the tidal waves and like what the ocean.
Well, because if Astralis are to the stars,
yeah,
and Hooksy's to the moon, like Bitcoin. Hooksy's the Bitcoin of Astralis. Actually,
that's
He's the Litecoin of Astralis.
I don't even know what that is.
Exactly. But going to the moon, nonetheless.
Alexi's the Doge, because he's got that dog in him, Harry. Oof. But, you know, sometimes you got to put dogs down. And so Hooksy will. 4 kills and a pistol, looking locked in. Locked to her.
Dude, I think it's going to be a Hooksy life game. Strap yourselves in, everyone. It's happening. Haven't seen one in a little while. We got to watch the Dust 2-1 back in Astana.
Oh, that was beautiful. Just lovely shots, clean as can be. Force buy for NAVI. Frustration. Guys, we're better. Run at them. Molly ain't gonna stop him. Bullets might.
Device, infinite ammo.
Oh.
Quick cleanup, or at least it's meant to be. Oh, this could get odd. This could get weird. Bit.
Wait.
A second kill downrange. Bomb plant here for NAVI. Makes it into the pit. Him and Alexi are both wounded, but Bit is clinical. Caught out in the open, it's spammed to death by Stare. Astralis will recover, but NAVI making out with a bomb plant like bandits in a 2-on-5. Do well to make some extra cash at least.
But still, it's not really enough to justify another buy. They've got to take an eco here. They've got to let Astralis into the game. They've earned their place. Jump spot allows the spam for Stare. And there's that eco for NAVI. Alexi setting Bit up after a great last map. I love it. AK comes out. Ult mid. The Apps man here for NAVI. Trying to find some headshots. Very impressive Dust 2 from Bit. He's a bit of an Inferno player over the years. Astralis giving away nothing. Mayan set up a B. NAVI come in.
Oh, this rotate from Device couldn't have come at a worse time. The sight hit about to come through. They're already up 3 short. The AK on Bit at the back. Yabi trying to deal with it. They've spotted Stare up at the apartments as well, but they've got to start getting rid of some of these site players just so entrenched. It's down, able to slow them down. And so nothing found for NAVI. Even though they play into that as a 5v2, they're not able to break apart that pit hold.
NAVI's T-side's typically very strong on this map, so as they hit the gun round, gonna need them to start strong here on their pick. It's a map that has tended towards T favor. I wonder if that changes in the current meta, given the economy and the recent updates to Inferno. Not hugely significant, but maybe enough to sway it back the other way. Very slow defaulting here for NAVI.
looking for top mid. Lucy's not buying it. Will start to make his way back over. And that's as the bomb has left this A side of the map. It was just a bit of puffing the chest out for NAVI.
Not much time.
Oh, our device blinded, but he'll nail it. Stare, follow-up kill from the back of the site. They don't have any blocking util here, but NAVI only 15 seconds. They have to get a move on.
It's done.
And they're throwing in the towel. They're calling the save on this 3-on-4.
Ooh la la. Can't really blame them. The double entry or the double defense kill comes in for Astralis. Device blind shot, always a nightmare, and then Stare follows up. So NAVI, even with that long kill, they haven't really bought enough time for Bit to flank round CT spawn. If they had 20 more seconds, maybe they would have slowed it down and let Bit work, but at that point, the round's already dead. Device is going to get set up, a coffins come through already. So understandable save here for NAVI, but not going to plan, not going well to start off their T-side map pick. 3 players yet to get a kill here for NAVI. 4-0 start for Astralis. Faster approach up middle. Look at this. Device may have found that kill, but he doesn't know about Wonderful, who made it in. Oh my god. Don't die now. Wonderful gets that frag eventually. Device can't pull the AWP back out in time. 4-on-4 here. NAVI adding a bit of chaos into the round.
Push from Hootsy. He's in the back line. Bomb dropped in the apartments.
Oh no.
And so Ema and Bit might get room.
Bit could take it into A, but he'd rather get this kill. We're slowing down, lose the round here for NAVI. He's going to check this. No. Easily done by Yabi. Patience. They could have gone for the plant, but he knew a kill would have made all the difference there. They get trapped in a 2-on-4. Astralis close in. But wrong 50-50 check. Ema lost. Kill's ready to happen here on that contact. There it is. 5-0 for Astralis. Dominant. Full control of every one of these rounds. NAVI can't break in. Even with that chaos, man. I mean, bomb going absent Makazi. Dear oh dear. The only position they don't have, they're storming up short. Feels like a bit of an oversight for Makaze to either have the bomb or take that pathing. It's a very fast round for NAVI. Things go wrong quick. Death said Device like to take this mid-peak. So we see him again, back up to his usual tricks. Won't hang around. Ema comes out boiler. Device is already back on long side. Ooh,
okay.
La la, that's a shot.
You like that. You like that. It's down. Oh, very, very blind. Device trying to play, but doesn't want to come through the moto smoke. And in a 5-on-3, if you don't find a kill, this will just be a save. NAVI looking to break through on a partial buy.
I mean, you just talk about Stown being caught in the open there between positions, but you can't... Is it a mistake, or is it him just trying to go back in pit after his teammate got 1-deeked? I don't think there's a huge glaring error there for Astralis. It's just a great shot for Ema. And then Stown tries to get into the best position he can, but NAVI rather speed up and hit A with a flash. I don't think you can really do anything about that, Astralis. If Stown stays bomb site, it's very hard for him to get a multi-kill versus him going pit against a util-less NAVI. Just caught in the open, and it cost them their first round. Excellent shot. That's holding angles sometimes. Especially online. NAVI didn't use any of their timeouts on Dust 2, as we said earlier. No blade behind this team. Astralis burned their first after their first round loss.
You know what would help Blade have a lovely recovery? If NAVI get a nice swift 2-0 today.
That would help.
You'd like that.
Qualify to the LAN finals here in Malta. In just a few days.
Akazi and Alexi still yet to be involved in this game, but maybe here's the chance. A run in towards top banana into the triple stack. Device Orb opens. Akazi not in a position to trade or do anything here, but he will get the space at least. That's what NAVI were looking for.
Astralis' protocols have been fantastic in the CT side. No one's really overplayed. They haven't been offering up kills at top B. They fall back after the man advantage. B setup's only been tested properly once and it held strong, so NAVI don't really know what's in store, but it's Device and Stare inside of the site with a third rotation. Astralis is playing clinical Counter-Strike on this CT side. Even some retake utility coming in. Not going to move off of that. They've only got a smoke to put the fear in NAVI. But now NAVI just feel like they have to go B execute. Hooksie's read it. Third man here.
Still blocking util available for Astralis as well. That's why this pace from NAVI is important. They're going to be ahead of anything that Astralis could hope to throw out. Stare instead playing a long game set up with flashes from Hooksie out in spawn. And the spam just continues to connect here. Hooksie on a tear. 2 kills from him on smoke spam.
2 low players, both in the site. Hunts down the first, but the smoke bait CP tapping away his bit. He's clinical, but there's just too many targets. And they fire back. Hooksie double kill with no vision. Certainly supplements that B hold. And Stare barely gives him a thing at back quad. Continues to be clinical for Astralis. No problem. What can you do about that? Nothing.
This is like the nicest looking Inferno we've seen this new Astralis play. It's the toughest opponent they've had to face on the map yet since Hooksie joined this lineup. Saw them play it a little bit back in Cologne, but the win's there versus lower tier opposition.
They beat out Bates, who denied them their major qualification for Austin. So there was a nice bit of vengeance there for Astralis. They want to go further. They want to take down a top dog on this map. Ooh, NAVI walk out past the mid volley. They're not ready. Stout recovers it well, but it's still a trade. Can NAVI pick up the pace into Yabi alone in the pit? Do they even want to? Stalling out now. So B players will not rotate as NAVI don't make any more noise. They walk back to that B bomb site, but it's only Mikaze faking it out. 0 and 6 with 1 smoke to try and scare Astralis off of rotating. Device already begun though. CT smoke. Lands well, not blocked, that's big. 20 seconds, Astralis. They don't know.
Yeah, the defense is split. Yabi with the spot on multiple players now, but naded out from the pit side. Hooksie can't hold on.
What a shot.
And so the little fake that NAVI throw in, keeping players over at B, proves to be worth its weight in gold. They break through that A-hold, and they come in with a second round. Up until now, Hooksie's been doing a great job. I had a very solid read on the game for these rotates. Feels like NAVI have been walking into stacks a fair bit.
Yeah, I don't think you can look at that one too badly. It's just Device making his decision to stick after his teammate gets full smoked off. If Stair blocks the smoke, maybe he doesn't, but either way, I don't know if Device is even going to be on Moto in time to win that round. Those two entries came in so quick and clean for Na'Vi. Hooksy just getting headshot before Ema was even on his screen, it felt like. So really nice kills for Na'Vi. Strong shooting from Ema. Na'Vi, they need to springboard now. They need to start building into this T side because Astralis have still had some really good rounds in here. Na'Vi are far from done when it comes to breaking this money. Device on 9 grand.
Oh, smoke break nets the opener. They do it again for Wonderful, trying to get even more from that T-side orb. Stair hangs around to fight here for this banana control. Trying to deny the space to get taken. You're towing a very fine line. You want to play for the info, deny the space. You need something for this 4v5, and so you can see the reaction here. Double push in through the apartments.
Oh.
They line up for bit.
Couldn't be worse.
Na'Vi's patience here, waiting for the reaction from Astralis, rewards them.
Doesn't matter where you go, really, as long as you go together. Stair alone in this B-bomb site. Device trying to re-clear middle. Instead, just has to go through this smoke if he wants to stop the rush on this B site. Wonderful covers the swing. And that is Na'Vi with the round, already going to hunt this AWP. Good move. They're believing in the 6-6 comeback, so they need to thin the money down now. Taking this orb is the first step in that right direction. 3 kills from Bit. That double apps push denied, and Device is saved, gone. And so Na'Vi with the chance now to make this even. Not to say Astralis are on eco just yet.
Damn, Bit really powering up, keeping that that strong Dust 2 form. 11 and 5, that's with Makazi and Alexi still yet to frag.
Yeah, no entry from Makazi is crazy. He's not really been in Banana too much. They've kind of allowed the util of Astralis in this CT side to take hold. It looks like Na'Vi are going for the instant exec onto this A site. Device still not rotated yet. He's moving now. Sooner Na'Vi go, the bigger the gap.
They might miss that window. Device is going to get here on the AWP. It's a play up through short though, and only one player there to withstand it. Yabi overran Stown and Device, wrestling some kills back. Leave Astralis with an attemptable retake here in the 3-on-3. Ema, I mean, if he gets a kill now, that might stop the retake from happening. Will he offer up a trade? They're not able to collapse on him in time, and so that's enough. A little slide out from Ema, out through Boiler, putting the odds in Navi's favor, and when they can't trade him, Astralis throw in the towel.
Yeah, reasonable.
It's a great time for a change of pace from Alexi. These rounds have followed a kind of similar ebb and flow. They've been looking for the standard map control, going about a bit of a standard default, usually starting in top mid. Then they try and get Makazi over towards B. At that point, they hold kind of both important areas of the map, and they try and go from there. And something that Astralis have been doing really well is leaning into these triple setups to deny that first bit of space getting taken. And so on the back of the pause, it felt like that's exactly what Alexi was expecting. He calls for a faster round. They dodge the triple B stack. They don't offer Device anything on the AWP.
And if you're going to play triple anywhere off the top of the round, you can play triple B because you want the AWP setup, you want the nades down banana. And so, yeah, just speeding up on A. Always nice to do it at least once a half in a full buy round when you know the CTs might be going for an off-site stack.
Yeah, I think, you know, Alexi kind of pieced this one together a couple of rounds ago as to these like heavy leans to shut down the solo players on the extremities, whether that's Makazi here on Banana or Bit in the apartments. That's been the objective for Astralis.
And Makazi's 0-7, but he is getting this space from time to time, so Navi are grateful for that. They take this control again. 4-1. Hooksy calling a rotate, but Navi could just speed up and hit this B bomb site. There'd only be one man in the way. Hooksy's got all the util though. Do Navi still seem interested in this B site? It certainly seems like it. They're coming in. This is money on the line.
The guys on A still waiting for that A reaction, but it's now dawned on them the actual site hit has taken place. They might be able to catch Bit down here. That's an awkward fight for him to lose.
Okay.
I love that he tried it.
Does this happen? 3 banana. If they spam Mima, could be on, but the flash back in for one more.
Alexi here, only 1 kill. It's been a battle of brains up until now, but can't question the brawn. He's got to deal with this banana play, and if he does, that's the round for Na'Vi.
I almost feel like getting that kill down mid onto Bit bait Astralis back into what we all know is a very difficult retake, but 4v4, they give it a go. Understandable, but it will cost them everything. Even Hooksy's exit looks like it's not going to happen. Makazi with his first kill as well. And so Na'Vi, one more round to make this even.
And you can feel that the pace has been creeping up for Na'Vi, right? These rounds started off really, really slow. What was that doing? It was letting Astralis move their pieces around. It was letting them go for these, you know, 3-man fights or 2-man fights with util supporting. But because you're playing with such an uptick in pace all of a sudden, instead of on like a third timing almost, you're playing on like a first or a second timing in these rounds. Astralis, if they don't pick right from the get-go, they're being left in retakes.
And that's the first time you can say Astralis really over-rotated in a position. They went 4-1 off the top after they did nades down banana. So Hooksy left alone in this position. It cost them everything. Awkward for Makazi, turning anti-flash. But Alexi comes through the smoke to trade, and the grenade dunks Hooksy. Na'Vi still met with a Molotov, so they can't rush here. But they've got a 4v3. They've got every reason to win this round again. From 6-2 down, Na'Vi look to level out. This was 6-1 even. 5 rounds straight. Potentially for Na'Vi. A very good recovery. So Na'Vi go back to middle into 2. Danger, danger. Yabby in apartments. Stown getting curious. Goes for mid-info. If he peeks wide, it's Wonderful's orb that will find him. Doesn't see him. Second mid player. Was the Ruckers. Astralis are trapped. They don't know it. Yeah, anywhere they go, they're dead. On the B site, Device found, info gained, and so Na'Vi can just plant and win this last round. Right.
Yeah, winning this 1v3, surely it's mission impossible, and Bit, well, Device still has the knife out, so it's a done deal. The recovery in from Na'Vi. Alexi pieces together how Hooksy always has them in the right place. From 6-1 down, they tie us up at 6-all.
Rumich remains posted, now no support.
And but with the deep information, if they don't disrespect this, or if they come forward, well, it's actually come to the point now where his smoke can take over. He doesn't have to put himself in jeopardy. They're running through this. Oh my God, they're actually gonna come, yeah.
Oh, no way!
Double no-scope collapse.
Easy pickup for Na'Vi. I mean, they laugh in the face of this attack. fifth player in's the only one that gets a kill. He'll double down Monacy, but he's already down to a quarter HP.
But old habits die hard, it looks like.
That's 3.
Man.
But he only has 3 health left. That should be the end of him.
There's only 2 guys.
Yeah. He's going to use the smoke grenade to cut off Alexi.
Could they mess this up? 25 seconds, and Monacy is seeing red.
He wants to make it happen.
Oh my God.
Oh, no, wait, dude. This is a 1 versus 5 straight up, and he has
can
time
read
to
it.
get bomb. He should have this red with another smoke. Oh, my Monacy. 1 fake. The nade doesn't come through. Now, he's got enough space to commit to this. Monacy, a pure 1v5. And as Emat tries to get out through that smoke, Monacy's just dodging all these bullets.
He's terrified. Ema's looking behind him for a push through. Time's ticking away.
I mean, how could you not be horrified? Monacy, the prodigy, has pieced together 4 frags in this 1v5 ace clutch. And Ema, his head is on a silver platter. A miracle from the magnificent Monacy.
The Flames and Dagster. Getting this bomb down is scary. Flames is taking real estate, but ends up getting punished. Liquid hold, and they win these fights. Just Dagster left to get past, but he's an iron wall at the back of the site. Moving around, kill number 3. Oh! Dagster! Make some noise for him, that is incredible!
And you've got JL and Wonderful.
It's this fight, JL and Wonderful, or in Fame, excuse me.
Very key. Fame slips up, getting ever closer. JL thinking about going to help as Wonderful puts that op over to the corner. That could come back to haunt him. Tough spot to get the multi-frag. But the CT's sitting and waiting for a little longer. Molotov goes to cave.
If Fame waits this long, this might come back to bite him.
He's got the kit, and that kit could be so key.
You gotta go, VP.
He needs to move. Bombs, oh, beyond! Oh, welcome to Wonderland! They lock down that post plant like it's nothing!
And what a recovery. It was 6-1 down for NAVI, and then they go on a 5-round streak to close out their T-side on Inferno. It was looking a little worrisome. We were all kind of nervous. Hooksy with a life pistol round. Then you had him continuing to climb up the charts with some good stacks, some well-placed, solutions to the early game of NAVI's T-side. But NAVI kept on adapting. They made their changes. They found a way to break through.
Oh, you want to talk stacks? Look at this pistol. 4 banana. You've got to play active if you're going to do this. So NAVI, oh God, it's only Bids getting rushed down on this long side already, scrambling, panicking, rotations moving. Astralis trying to trap Bit in place.
Flash, Bit blind, Bit might be dead. Gonna try and take one with him, but he can't manage it.
Whoa.
They barrel through the short smoke. Mikaze, that's his 2nd kill of the game, and it's a wild one. He's now opened up the route to a retake. Flash here to try and tee up NAVI. They push on in.
Oh,
Wonderful and Alexi in tandem. Dooley's running low for Stair. He's got 3 shots left. Tap from Alexi. Oh, and Device with the knife does his own stunts. Hell yeah, Device.
I love that.
Hell yeah, knife kill.
Alexi ran out of mouse pad. You could just see it. You could see him running out of mouse pad there. Just couldn't turn on that final kill after he gets the 1-tap. What a mess. What a clown fiesta. And Device just shanks him. It's one way to get yourself back in the game after a 5-round hiatus. Astralis, a pacey pistol to put their first on the board. Unfortunate setup for NAVI. So they go back to the quad A. Opting to let Mikaze cycle smokes on this B-bomb site by as much time as possible. Got one more of those back in the spawn. Hoping, praying. Astralis take middle. Smoke break. Astralis play ahead of his retake util. He's got normal block now. Goes out at the minute mark. No more smokes for NAVI. So they start to rotate heavy. This will hurt if Astralis take middle now. Wonderful. Deep in apps should get cleared here. Although I wouldn't say it's guaranteed. It's a very dangerous position. Gabby's going to check it. Nice clear.
That tells you so much as well, right? When you see him crouch down like that, looking out.
Need to get off
You
B
can
side.
anticipate that he leant away. They left Wonderful alone up in the apartments. Bit tries to take up position, but my God, has he got a tough job. They're spilling out. He lets him go down into the pit.
He's looking for the guy who threw the flash, but Device climbed up apartments instead, so... No kills in defense of A. That will be the save for NAVI. Astralis walking their way back into this game.
That drill look weird.
Did what?
Did the drill
I didn't
look
see
weird?
No, I didn't see that.
No.
What drill?
That one.
Why?
It looks so stubby.
Yeah, it's not got a bit on the end. Do you mean the end?
No, it does have a little.
Oh yeah, it does.
It does have
Very-
the drill
yeah.
bit.
It's a very short bit. Like this one.
Yeah.
As we move on. No, I don't know.
Just, I know, it's like the fattest, smallest drill.
That is, yeah. Really makes you think, huh?
I don't know, any tool aficionados, let us know. And I don't mean the artist / band.
Yeah.
Hooksy can try and lead a banana take here. You know, there's some saved guns to worry about. Retake util, but Astralis disrespect it. And that feels kind of rough. That was one of the 2 smokes for this B site. Astralis calling the bluff on that forced the second smoke out of NAVI. And so all that block util is gone.
Back into 3. Astralis should be able to deal with this easily enough, but NAVI at least have a chance to make it interesting. Smoke on the long side, Wonderful. Pushed into the bomb site, they're getting wrapped, and they don't have the weapons to deal with this kind of position. Deagle denied down in pit, Wonderful, they're jumping over the top. Oh, and 1 should be all he gets, meaning this round lands safely in the Astralis camp.
Device keeps having a great series here. Started off really strong back on Dust 2. It was late in the game when Stair came alive and joined him as well. Abby had that one sick ace. Device has kept this up all damn day. And if you're Astralis, you don't want to waste a great Device performance. Makazi. Ooh. Not long for this world. It's a nice cleanup there. With Device on for a hat-trick. And the conversion's won by Astralis. This is the round that NAVI have been waiting for.
Yeah, it has to hit hard here. You're going to run out of game time pretty quickly. Astralis not been caught off guard in this game, not been made uncomfortable. Sure, we had that late comeback for NAVI with a couple of awkward stacks for Astralis, but for the most part, showing their experience on this map. Hooksy calling a good game. This one is of high importance here.
Retake util and a banana ready to tee up Makazi with a flash. This was something we even saw in the Cologne run for Makazi in that opening game. He played his first game on the stage where he felt a little uncomfortable. Alexi was doing everything he could to try and get him switched online. He even said he could tell, you know, Makazi wasn't feeling great. Said he got quieter, wasn't smiling, wasn't laughing, but it was once they got him activated with some plays, some flashes, setting him up, he started to have a way better time. And everything fell into place for NAVI. But this B site isn't what Astralis are looking for. They've left Banana up in the top mid now. It's very passive, very reserved here for NAVI at the A site. They've given up a lot of ground, and so Astralis have the staging platform to go for this hit. Stair opens more around the long corner. A double up between Bit and Wonderful. A Bit's head on a swivel is ripped off down in the pit. Bomb plant with seconds remaining, and a 2v2 post plant here. Makazi and Alexi up for the retake. It's the two bottom performers for NAVI.
I feel like Bit has done enough, but no one else able to hold strong. Alexi catches Stair, just walking the wrong way, trying to wrap the long side device. He's had a great series. He needs this 1v2 right now to keep Astralis good times rolling, but traded by Makaze. A quiet game, but one kill that makes all the difference in getting NAVI back in the map, picking up that last second defuse and saving NAVI from devastation here on their pick. Tight as it gets. But Device can't get around the corner in time. Very late retake from NAVI, supplemented by a Bit double. Keeps this game going. Uxie not happy with that.
Yeah, but good reason. I think that is a frustrating round for Astralis. They kind of get given all the runway, all the room they were looking for. NAVI in a passive setup. Rotates kept over at that B site. They don't walk into like a full-on stack or anything. They have all the util down and it still falls against you. Not the round you want to give away. And that will allow NAVI a route back towards the lead here.
It just gives them a chance, that's all, but it's a long way back in.
I think so much of this is going to come down to the Alexi Makazi hold on B.
Well, that was tested in the Cologne quarters against the Mongols, and the Mongols with a tendency to hit B. Felt like almost 10 rounds in a row, and Makazi and Alexi hold nearly every single time to stop Mongols from closing out a dominant game. Gave NAVI the 2-0. Very impressive, considering Alexi and Makazi were both bottom of the server when they started that comeback. Haven't really seen that put to the test just yet. Astralis with a game plan on this A site. But let's see how it changes, because even in that T side for NAVI, they didn't really take Banana early. Makazi never ran up, he never ate the nades. They went for late pops, re-clearing it, breaking the smoke often. So we're going to see Stout getting involved on this T side. Tech for Alexi. Seems like we're keeping up the no talking in tech online as well, so just got to sit there in your seat and shake.
I'm really curious if Makazi's going to shoot up the board like that Cologne game that you mentioned. 1 and 8 in opening fights on his T-halves. really, really rough stuff. But whenever he found his way onto that CT side, that was when he broke through, and he was the best player for NAVI on those defensive sides. Nine kill T side, 22 kill CT.
That was including overtime, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
9 kill. I think it was like 2 or 3 kills in regulation on the half, if that. And
no, you're dead on.
Then, you know, once they hit overtime, we actually saw some decent T rounds out of NAVI, enough at least to get it over the line. Everything changes when you hit overtime. If you're just joining us though, this is still a single elimination. We're on stage 2. We've said goodbye to 16 of our 32 teams. And now we run another round with 8 matches. Victors going to LAN, losers going home, and bounties on every single team remaining. Every single head with money. So this game for over $40,000. Victor banks 50% of their opponent's bounty. The other half goes on their head as well. So if NAVI can get this series done 2-0, gonna have a bit of a price on their head that people will come hunting for once we hit those LAN finals. And you still pick your opponents in the LAN top 8, deciding your quarterfinalists. Gonna have a draft show as well the night before the matches, so don't miss that. I'll be live. This is only the first of 8. Who's that?
Oh, it's in the map. I didn't know what we were looking at there.
Bro, that's scary. Where even is this, Harry? Quick.
I don't know. It's like
wow, under like a second mid. That's crazy. How do you find that, Jay? You just flying around the map? Find us something else we've never seen, please. I want to see something I've never looked at.
Okay.
Oh no.
I'm actually kind of excited.
Yeah, I think he can do it.
Hooksy is excited.
He's definitely not. Hooksy's hating this right now. Next game of the day, VP FaZe, a BO3, as they all are. Okay, yeah. It's less interest. Oh, wait, what's in the box? Whoa, tape measure. I would never have guessed it. All right, they're talking. I think we're back in. Alexi looking.
Alexi's back.
Ready to
That's
go.
who we were waiting for. Alexi B.
What have we got? 9-7. Astralis holding the lead. NAVI off the back of their first defensive round. And money is on the line.
B-side, it was only a matter of time before Astralis try and come for it. Is this going to be the round? Double nade break on the smoke. And a re-smoke in from NAVI, who've been constantly down to lob in this retake util at the half wall. Kazi plays ahead. Alexi waits with util to help him out. And that is the kind of agreement between these two, right? Alexi's here to tee up Makazi, try and get him rolling in this game. This will have to be the time to do it. Astralis with the top banana control. Are they going to go back? They do have Yabi working through the apartments.
AK though on bits, would not want to run into this guy. Almost ashamed to see him smoke it. Does like a very good fight for him, but at 37 seconds, this is going to cause some concern for Astralis. Yabi's going to likely go through this smoke at the end of it, as Astralis look to execute. Full send into only 2 players holding.
They've read this as a B play though. Alexi still is the 3rd player at B, and Ema's very entrenched, so these rotates won't be getting here quickly.
Now they know.
You really need wonderful And Bit to hold on, nothing found on the rifle, and Bit only manages 1 kill. That leaves a 3-on-3 retake here.
Oh my god,
Bomb
he just found
just found. Stair gonna get it planted with a second left. So now it's NAVI on for a retake. Alexi has the kit and an MP9 out into top middle.
Timing isn't awful, but Device is in the pit with an AWP. That will spell shortly the end of the round here for NAVI as they come around this corner. They shot for Device. Do NAVI want to take the risk? All their money on the line. Alexi has a kit, but they line up. Ema just gets shut down, and one by one, NAVI fall. Even getting out is unrealistic. Device denies in the pit post-plant. That's what he's here for. Winning you that round has cemented NAVI in a devastating way in this game. 10-7, no money. We're looking for the full comeback from NAVI or Astralis to take us 3 maps. Misread for NAVI. And Hooksy has called a great game here. But he's also had pieces to play with, unlike Dust 2, where so many of them came in cold and woke up too late. Hooksy with a great pistol himself on the first half. Device has been delivering all day. There's a stack here, but it's only pistols.
Oh my god, how does he get a full reload?
Ema, oh, he's dead. Team Molly from Device has killed Hooksy. I am the captain now.
Stair and Device are both really low. They could lose this.
Yeah, they could.
They picked right. They've dodged the stack at least.
Down and Yabby, they got it.
NAVI don't have a reason to not attempt this round, though, in this low health. Maybe giving you a moment of worry. Bit in with the double. Yabby back in control with 2 of his own. Down low. Bomb plant found. Yabby on the swing. Wonderful. 1 bullet shy of the eco win for NAVI. Astralis just make it through, battered and bruised, but a round nonetheless on their path to the win on Inferno.
So scary, just throwing bodies. NAVI just man after man running in through Moto. Team kills. Look at the double team kill. It's a trade, we'll call it a trade. Wonderful NT. Traded Bice down, stop that pistol comeback, and yeah, stress, because if they win that, they're right back off to the races. Now NAVI, got to be flawless on this CT side. Easier said than done. Astralis with quick rounds and then keep it going. Nades destroy Makaze. Alexi has no response. Full blind, push back. If Astralis go, they might not be ready for Ema backside. And Wonderful's coming as well. Doesn't look like a commitment though. Oh, Alexi, careful. Swinging out, almost punished. Wonderful's orb shows off, and Alexi and Ema line them up, knock them down. This is just a bloodbath. This is loose. This is online CS. 2v2 now. Anything's possible.
And Bit and Yabby are having a completely different fight in the downtime, and Yabby
got spotted.
That's crazy. And on the back of that kill, that should be round secured. Alexi just left out of the picture here. The bomb's gonna leave. Device runs away.
He has to try. At this point in the game, there's no point saving this. Just play. Get your team back in. Root app slowly, perhaps. Alexi walks up short. Happy on AWP because of the health. This gives Alexi a 1v1 into the site. Yabby's not exactly covering Device's cross, so he's got to hold his own. Moto smoke. That's info.
That's about the orb. Baits in to Device. And so Astralis, they're now 1 round away. This would be the best team they've looked to beat on Inferno. Taking NAVI down here, no small feat. They've only lost this game 4 times this year, undefeated on it since Makaze joined the roster. On the few games you saw them play back in Cologne.
Yeah, 6 win streak on this map, and that's crazy. You're right, Harry. 4 times this year out of 17, sorry. This has been a go-to for NAVI through thick and thin. And Astralis looked to make it kind of easy. This wasn't a super difficult challenge. Astralis with some decisive rounds in here. That first half, the little streak they went on to start was very clean.
Makazi is one of the guys that was called out by name in the draft show for this, saying they're going to show him that he still has some learning to do, and they've certainly done that. He got found by the Astralis nade stack in at top banana in the last round, 5 and 14. No miraculous CT recovery for Navi's latest edition.
Can't see it, there it is. A little bit flustered here. Feels a little far gone for Na'Vi. Third map of Nuke. Will it be needed? Astralis throw in their execute. That final blocking Molotov, Astralis is not going to stop them.
Yeah, they play right through. Makazi with just the one. Smoke spam comes up in favor of Astralis. And they want to end this here and now, playing over the smokes. For Ema and Bit, this is a tricky 2 versus 3. They don't have a kit. This util on Bit is somewhat helpful. They might be able to lock this banana player and stare out, leaving it down to just spam. Instead, they've lobbed in that smoke, blocking off Hooksy back of the site.
Pretty good.
It's going to allow a creep out through the coffins. This is all done on the fly. Bit looking for a way back in, and so much time has ticked off this bomb. This is where the lack of kit really starts to apply the pressure. Even as Bit gets these kills, there's no winning this. Stare has no reason to face him, no reason to peek. It's all the kills for Bit, but the map, the game, it goes the way of Astralis. Inferno picked up the toughest team they've taken down on this map yet, and that now tees Astralis up for a 3-map series. Nuke as the decider.
Astralis bouncing back, and we have got ourselves a game. That was an incredible T-side debris.
And I thought that chance died when they lost us too in the fashion that they did. Coming back on Inferno, taking that off of NAVI, who that felt really, really flat. I don't know what happened, you know, like it was like a different team in the server compared to the one that we got on the opener of this series. NAVI is certainly going to have their work cut out for them. Astralis no slouches here on Nuke. For NAVI, one they've had a bit of a mixed bag of results on since Makazi joined the roster.
Fast in the top site, Astralis classic, but Hooksy loses his head. It's up to the Julie's backside to deliver Na'Vi around. It's barely surviving. 2 kills is nice from Ema though. Through the smoke, denied by the turnaround from Stown. Good shots. Can the USP collect anything as Na'Vi drop into the site? There's no gun. Device has no gun. He just had the bomb. You can't kill them with a bomb. Smoke goes out, Bit looks for another. Low health, finished off. And it's all fine. No problem. As Astralis converts. Clean. What happened, Device? Where did his gun go? He had a bomb and a knife. I don't know how he lost it, to be honest. Look. Oh, yeah, nothing.
That's my goat. That's my goat right there.
Oh dear.
Device with the no gun, bomb only, playing the objective pistol round.
You should be able to like melee with the bomb, you know, and like
throw it at them
and you
for like Q damage.
If you hit them with it, like you punch them with it, you both blow up or something.
Like a jerry can in DayZ.
Oh.
You like that reference?
You can't do that with a jerry can. Do that with a gas canister.
Yeah. Wait.
Jerry can's like the red. You fill it with jerry.
With petrol?
Yeah, with petrol. I'm joking. But
you can do it with them.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like I'm being gaslit here. I know you can do it with the gas bottle too, but I'm pretty
sure. The green one?
The green one,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, today I learned.
I swear you can.
I think you're wrong, but you know, we'll discuss this at a later date.
Yeah.
Because Na'Vi have come in with a force bite. Astralis running it back. Full send. Out down bed.
Oh, Hooksy's blocked them, but they still make it down.
How did they make that?
I don't know, but they've done it. And if you think they've done it,
I do. I think Na'Vi should save, to be honest. I guess part of that is like you don't have the rifles from heaven, so you've got what, like 5.7 MP9 trying to get in close positions, not spamming. So it feels riskier than maybe it is. Stout, you saw him there. Maybe on the map. Yeah, I think the map call out comes in. And so the map always saves you, man. When you see someone do that, that's so map coded. He doesn't see him, he looks away, then he checks his map, and then suddenly he's super aware. That's the question mark appearing on the radar.
It's down radar cheat.
No, not what I'm saying. Not what I'm saying.
It's down as radar, confirmed.
I think if they had radar, they would have won Dustin. That was a bit of a
yeah, actually, Stan wouldn't have spammed mid and died in that make or break Dust 2 round.
See, how do they make it? It's got really blocked.
And I just want Stan to play well. Just this once.
Just this one.
Just go on. Just this once.
Poor guy.
Play
man.
good.
He's just catching strays today.
He's 4-0 to open up. Looking to do his best work yet on map 3.
He had a good Inferno. Yeah, he had a better Inferno. I mean, statistically, it was worse than Dust, but
Don't look into the numbers. I'm telling you, he's going to play well now.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So just watch this.
Live in the moment. You're right.
Hooksy with the util. Pops in the outside smokes. It's the wide wall. It gives you a lot of options. Let's see how they want to use it. There's a man down in secret already, and that man is bit. Don't want to be trifled with. He's had a great series. Even on Inferno, it's the one guy showing up for NAVI.
Because he can't be quiet here in such an important position. Roof occupied by Yabi. Deep smokes give Astralis space to wrap around the world. Ouch.
Dude's down. He's doing it. He's having the good third map.
Game, yeah.
He's having the good... He's looking way sharper. He just looked like a little bit slow in some of these earlier peaks. Crosshair in the wrong place, signs of frustration. You're going for like smoke spams because every time he would die, which would be a lot on the first 2 maps, he would watch device, smoke spam 4 players. And he's like, I want to do that.
Oh no, yeah. How the hell did you miss that? I think a burst would have done it, but he full sprayed the legs.
Oh, it's good. It's a good bit from Yavi. I like that.
Bit of comedy.
Yeah, he's injected some fun into this game, and that's important.
Yeah.
It's what it's all about, in a way.
We're entertained, but NAVI aren't entertaining this round. Bit needs to run. Oh, he's going to go for the last second kill. Oh, I actually like this a lot, but he needs to start running.
No, wait.
He's gonna have a kill here. He's gonna have. Oh, he's dead to bomb. Oh, I love what he was doing though. Get the Mac 10 exits. That could have been fun. And like you said, Harry, it's all about fun.
It's certainly important. If you're having a good time, things just flow better. You know, everyone talks a bit more. Everyone's a bit more locked in. You feel kind of untouchable. See? Look, that's not the face of a guy who's like freaking out. He's having fun.
Yeah.
We promise fun. And Yabi's bringing the good time. Stound's playing way better. Oh, it's so done for NAVI. Here we are, Makazi. He's slowed down a lot on Inferno. He's looking for redemption here in this first rifle round. Device is looking for Makazi. Those two things run counterintuitively to each other. I don't think that makes a lot of sense, but let's see. Device up here on top of the silo, looking for that opening kill. Makazi just gets out of the danger zone in time.
Just counting his lucky intuitives that he makes it down secret for free, but unfortunately he lost count.
All right, bro.
And Makazi finds that cross shot. Bit dropping, wonderful, peeking and finding his kill. Yabi up close though. Is he aware?
Oh, no aware farming for Wonderful.
Not aware.
No aware farm. Yabi takes the space. Hang on.
It's a good spot, but how do you
Maybe
win?
aware?
How do you win?
Maybe aware?
Well, now he's just considering that a player could have crept here. That's the call. Bit hasn't come up. So, Wonderful, re-aware. And he is so tucked in that Yabi's not going to get this kill. He has to force it. Oh, you're going up the ladder. You're going to get no-scoped. Oh, Wonderful.
Oh, God!
Not reacting to that.
A werewolf, a lone wolf up into the heavens. And there's Hooksy with another. They're actually making this happen. That is a crazy turnaround from Astralis. NAVI, no, those aren't the type of rounds NAVI give away.
Wonderful didn't even react. He was so locked in. Maybe, Harry, maybe too locked in.
Dude, Bit, you're feeling a lot of the pressure now. You got to clutch up. This was like an unforgivable round to lose, but Astralis able to sneak Yabi up into the heavens. And he's in such a strong post plant. Even if Bit deals with Hooksy at the back of the site, the challenge is just beginning, and he won't even make it that far. As Hooksy and Yabi save the day on that round for Astralis.
Yikes, really. That's a big yikes for Wonderful, who it looked great. He gave it up, 5v3. Just doesn't even really react to Yabi shooting. He had more than enough time, I think, to flick no-scope that. His team crumble on the top site as well. And that's a disaster for NAVI, who had all the advantage to win this round out.
And you know when I said that having fun is really important to a degree? Who's having more fun in these player camps? NAVI look frustrated.
Not Wonderful. I mean, Wonderful always looks frustrated.
They all look frustrated,
I've never seen Wonderful having a good time.
Ema's slamming his desk. Alexi, the smile's long since gone. They need a solution. They need to cut through because Astralis are off to a rip-roaring start. And the signs only point to it getting better. This force buy would be a lovely push in the right direction, but no kills out in the yard. They all come up for Astralis.
Given how slow Astralis started this series, they've looked like the dominant team every half since the beginning of Dust. And even then, they pulled it all the way back, only to lose out to a B-rush. And I don't know how Alexi calls you out of this hole. Because again, we've got quiet players, we've got quiet pieces here for NAVI. And no Blade behind NAVI to keep them calm. Device having a ball of a time. Having a whale of a time. Stopping them from re-emerging up secret. We have Astralis streak, 5-0 start. Is this a NAVI timeout? Okay, they're going to use it.
Now, they have a lot of fires to put out right now on the side of NAVI. And so Alexi is just motor mouthing, trying to get everyone back on side, believing in this game again. It's a shame if the circumstances weren't so dire, if this wasn't map 3. Still be ground to cover and time to save the day here for NAVI, but their performance has been dwindling across the series.
It's kind of a shocking blow for NAVI. They struggled against TNL, barely getting that victory. And here against Astralis, it was supposed to just be another day in the office, a team they haven't faced this season since Astana, where they lost there as well. Hooksy's debut before he officially joined Astralis, and now this full team is making waves. A grand final in Fisher. Sure, a bit of a rough Cologne, only getting through that first stage.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the teams that they matched up against, you know, they pulled Vitality to open up, and then...
Well, yeah, this was the point I was about to make. Astralis are kind of like gatekeepers in the sense of they've been beating up on some of the smaller teams, but when it comes to facing the top 5, even the top 10 in the world, they've really had trouble. But this is a far better look team ranked number 5 in the world
Yeah.
off the back of Cologne.
Be the best team they've looked to beat, and it also wouldn't be the first time they've beat them for Astralis. Debut tournament where they matched up in Astana. It was in the playoffs there.
But I think it's one thing winning there, it's another thing winning against this new look Na'Vi.
Yeah.
And Makazi farmed in that TNL game. Obviously, that was a little bit more of a grudge match for him, but he's not really looked too great today. And aside from Bit, no one's been too reliable across this series for Na'Vi. Astralis are about to hit topside. They have 20 seconds to go. Uh-oh.
Okay, not ideal. But no one is top hut. Oh, God, Ema so blind. Still commits to the fight. Wonderful. Doing all he can. There's very little time left here. And the bomb out in no man's land. Astralis can't win this round. They need all the kills, and they've got no time to do it. Na'Vi added a nail biter, but with wonderful quick work from the heavens, and there's rotates getting there in time. Na'Vi will get on the board.
Yeah, only downside with that top hit is Stead just gets smoked off. There's not enough time for him to wrap heaven. And so when Na'Vi smoke, also when this Astralis smoke main, Stead's trapped behind it. That CT player comes through. Wonderful just about gets in position. He lets off a double from top. Makazi dropping that bomb with him. So it's a bit of a awkward round where Astralis don't have a lot of time to make up for mistakes, but it's only the first round they've lost.
Hooksy explaining exactly what he wants to happen to not let Na'Vi back into this game. Saw him talking a hell of a lot here, trying to communicate a bit of a faster round straight out into the top site. They run back another one of these A hits, this time with more pace, more time left on the clock. They've got to flush out Alexi B, and Yabi will. Wow. Oh, and the follow-up on a bit. And just like that, Hooksy's master plan comes to fruition.
I mean, this is what Astralis look like when Yabi and Stout are comfortable. This has been historically a far better map for these two across every iteration of their previous rosters. The old heroic with Acadian at the helm. These two are very strong players, and you can see the comfortability showing up now. It wasn't there on Dust, wasn't there on Inferno. At least on the T sides, which is where Astralis have looked weaker today. But in this round, dominant from Yabi, straight out into that top site. Triple kill entry, forcing Wonderful to save. Yabi having a good game alongside Stown is a huge uplift here for Astralis. And Na'Vi have no one here to stop them. No one to defend this A-bomb site.
Dude, look, if Stown can just exist to be a third map life gamer, you'll take that. Not been a crazy impressive series from him, but bottling it all up here to unleash the final map of play. Him and Yabi top the charts for Astralis.
Maybe all head-to-head here if Device goes in. I don't see Device winning this one with an unorthodox angle from Wonderful, but he moves off and maybe moves in. And maybe that's just what Device wants.
That's what he was waiting for.
Shadow.
Bit up close now as that second player, and Stown just takes a wide stance to deal with him. 2 quick kills for Astralis.
The firepower is on another level now for Astralis.
Been cool to watch. Suddenly Hooksy just feels like he has so much more to cool around as well, right? Like they were able to steal a very comfortable win away on Inferno and offer up a surprising amount of resistance on a Dust 2 that started in dire straits. And that was on the back of like 1 or 2 players performing. Hooksy now has every tool in his arsenal at his disposal with Yabi and Stown both finding their footing.
Astralis need to go. They're waiting so long for these fake smokes right now, and Na'Vi gambled 3 low, and now they're starting to get inquisitive, and they're moving up behind the secret smoke. Stare still outside. Should be caught off guard by Alexi, but he can't win this round right now. Astralis can just walk into A, which is completely underguarded, and even Stare might just escape. No. Alexi gets back behind Red, but even he knows this round is too far gone. What a great move for Astralis. Double entry ramp. Na'Vi feel like they have to panic rotate. And Astralis squeeze out the round and go back to top site. Even that wall of smokes wasn't exactly necessary. They would have won it without that. But look at the firepower. It's just a different game now for Stown. 9-2.
Dude, I don't know. If you put like the footage of him from Dust 2 side by side with how he's looking on Nuke and remove the name, it would look like you're watching 2 different players.
Absolutely. And they steal the ore back. Wonderfuls is gone. I think Ima was waiting to pick that up at the end of the round. Now no AWP. Good cycling for Device.
Danes love a cycle, so I'm told by Pimp all the time.
It's good. It's really good. The wind in Device's hair, making him look like a movie star again. Domination from the Danes, 7-1.
I don't know, I'm missing some of the fight from Na'Vi.
Yeah.
Feels like they're just kind of accepting that this is happening.
Passengers on this ship. Now Astralis can just call with even more freedom. That's a smoke spam from Stare to find the 5v4. Won't last much longer. This isn't a problem. Hooksy's made it into secret with the bomb. Second layer, Astralis can go again. Don't need to commit to this lower take. Start wrapping. Hooksy can come main late. The question is, can Ima find that bomb? If he pushes and gets this kill, throws around into disarray. Device now instead takes up the angle. Shifts into Ima. Need this trade Hooksy provides.
Bruh, that's a risky trade for Hooksy, but he doesn't want to let Device's death be in vain. They still have this heaven lurk. That was the bomb on Hooksy's back. Stown, lovely shot, but here's a wrap. Alexi in with the backstab.
They got the info.
Now they know Alexi trapped back in the lobby, gonna go searching for Stown at the back of the site, and he's out-positioned him there. Stown with a great round.
Yeah, it looks like Yabi dies for nothing, but he comes outdoor and he actually sees that player in the funny spot, Harry, where he saw his legs. He gives the info for Stown, who swings out and gets that second kill. No way Stown checks that position without Yabi getting the info. And then he drops back sight. Alexi doesn't know, doesn't realize. It's all too late. Stown on 10 health. Puts on a hat trick in A.
And, you know, for Na'Vi, there are so many problems right now, you almost don't even know where to begin. It's like they can't stop this outside take whenever Astralis have wanted it, they've got it. Whenever they've tried getting aggressive, Astralis have this lobby hold. They've had Yabi lurking there. He with the good read last time of having Device in the lobby alongside him on the AWP. Everything Na'Vi are throwing into this game is being countered by Astralis. It's not been one note on the defense, right? It's another round where they try their hand at an opening move, a smoke break for Bit in at ramp. The difference is this time they get the opener, and it's on to Yabi. That's the lobby lurker. This is a lot of pressure removed in the round for Na'Vi, and it's going to force Astralis to look for answers elsewhere, out here in the yard. Akazi with a safer reposition here, back of the garage. Great spot for just one kill. That's really all he needs, especially with a secret drop. Ima moves in. And so here we go. That's more like it for Na'Vi. That's a round they can be proud of. 5 alive at the end of it. An opening move that works. Reactions in place for past that point, knowing the real estate that Astralis were going to be left with.
Yeah, just wanting it a little bit more as well. Coming up secret for once. So just sitting back and letting the round get dictated by Astralis and where they want to end. Na'Vi force the kills. And yes, a little bit of luck goes a long way with some smoke spam. A yes, boys, from Alexi, as Na'Vi try to make this game interesting. been anything but on the CT side. Just been getting pulled apart by Stown and Yabi. Wonderful, another opener here. Putting the orb right down Astralis' throat. Second shot is good. And that's bomb loose, freeing up Wonderful to go where he wants. Now, everyone getting a bit weird with it. Device somehow gets that kill. But paying almost all of his health for it will leave Astralis with not a lot. Stown and Yabi. Anything's possible. These two are in form right now. Oh my god. Great shot.
My.
Both of them getting a kill and now a 2v4 cooking.
Fast down into lower. Wonderful has a 3-kill streak on this AWP in the round.
Scary.
3 kills deep, and I think it still might not be enough. Ema and him is split up in this retake. The AWP finds kill number 4. They've said to Wonderful, though, if you really want this round, you have to deliver us all 5. Wonderful's got to be the ace up the sleeve of NAVI. Spam for Yabi. Now he's the info, but this is tricky. Bombs planted. Yabi's counting down right now, holding the door. Wonderful goes hunting. And head lopped off. 4 kills from Navi's AWP is not enough to win it.
What else can you do? That's 2v4 out of Yabi and Stown, putting it together and making Navi feel silly. Double entry for Wonderful. He resets. You think that's enough to set yourself up, and Bit just gets walloped outside. Astralis make it look easy on the T side of Nuke. Navi cannot slow them down anywhere. We're looking for a brutal half here. Device try outside, down the vent, onto main. Oh, saved by Wonderful. He really is giving us everything he can. But Astralis live in the chaos. Double kill on top side for Yabi.
And it feels kind of poetic that this is how this third map is going to go. It's the exact same scoreline as at the start of the series. Navi opened up with this on that opening map, a dominant lead. One that they were keen to run away with, and back then it was the AWP of Astralis that was the only thing firing. Well, here it's Wonderful for this NAVI squad. And he is doing all he can, but it just might not be enough. 2 kills deep, needed all 4. And so Astralis at a runaway map 3, they sit with quite the advantage. They are just 3 rounds away from eliminating NAVI and collecting that bounty.
Ja, han sidder op højt et eller andet sted, dreng.
Neo peak gate, godt. Og så jeg kommer op højt på timing.
Ja, jeg prøver mit bedste.
Jeg tror, de spiller
setup.
25
Helt
gutter.
floor.
Set gate. Gate.
Døds hånd.
Sødt.
Jeg har AV.
Opvendt.
Har der.
Jeg har vendt. Sygt.
Panda.
Burde have været under. Rammespiller burde have været under.
A third map masterclass here for Astralis as they run over Nuke. We've got Stown and Yabi playing out of their mind after Device dragged them through the first two maps, kicking and screaming. Some lovely topside hits in there as well, called by Hooksy, and NAVI just couldn't get a grip anywhere on the map. We had a late resurgence from Wonderful, but too little and too late from everyone else.
Yeah, you know, I think that clip as well did a great job of showing just how involved Hooksy is in these games, right? Calling the 2v3s, the 2v4s, trying to pilot like he's, oh my god, hang on. This is going to be quick, isn't it? 2 quick kills, and oh my goodness, that ramp play gets demolished.
Just no one's scaling, and they're all just trying to AD for fights, but Astralis have USPs at range.
EMA 1v5.
Every player out. Got to get the kills before you plant, but nothing's available. 3 topside. Boom. Astralis pistol on top of a 10-round half.
Dude, yeah, but, you know, I'm loving this. I think Hooksy's done a very good job of calling some decisive rounds in here. He's countered Alexi and Na'Vi throughout this game. It was a really slow start on Dust 2 in terms of the individuals. You never really got to see the game plan realized there on that map, but they still made it a close game. They still made the scoreline convincing. They go on to dominate Na'Vi on Inferno. That match was never particularly close. And, well, this is just a new level, a new shade of more of the same from Astralis here as they look to improve on that dominance
just
on the turn of map 3. And I just think it's very interesting, like, getting to hear the comms of this team, seeing that even in those moments where, you know, it's like Yabi and Device trying to win an impossible round, Hooksy will still be there communicating, you know, the gaps that are available, the timings that are open. He's very finger to the pulse throughout the entirety of this game.
Got to have those eyes in the sky, you know, you got to have those dead players talking, something Na'Vi know about it as well, but right now, looking disgruntled are Na'Vi. Na'Vi without their key coach behind them for one match, and look at what it does. Had limited timeouts, if any, in this series. Can only think of one in this map. They've just kind of burned down here in this third.
Yeah, I think they've called one timeout the entire time, and sadly, it's kind of understandable in a way. Like,
well, yeah.
I don't know, every time you call one, you don't actually have any external input. It just gives a bit more time to Alexi to try and problem solve.
So at least
and you're giving time to Astralis to speak to Rugger, so... All right, wonderful.
It's just too low to win this, you feel. Unless Ema gets a really clean shot here, but they back up off of ramp. Hooksy not playing early, lets his team get in position. It's really nice. Won't let this pistol close the distance. Smart move from Hooksy as Ema gives away his position. They both fall. Really nice. Love everything about that. Astralis, they're looking locked in. They're looking like they're going to go to LAN here, and they're looking like they're going to eliminate Na'Vi in the process. Damn good showing. And this would, Harry, be our first bounty claimed from the most wanted, or for the most, yeah, from the most wanted. I mean, both teams have bounties. At every game, there's going to be bounties claimed. But now we finally have a most wanted removed in stage 2.
Yeah, Na'Vi had the bigger price on their head. Supposed to play and hit like the better team, but that's not been the case here. $27,500 on the head of Na'Vi, and Astralis are coming for it. They want it right now.
Feels as good as done. 10 rounds to do it. And no point of Na'Vi raise the roof in this third map.
Dude, you know, we've been crediting Hooksy and his calls. Credit to Device and Stare for showing up in the early stages of this series to keep Astralis in this game. And then in time for map 3, right when it was needed, right when it was demanded, right when having that extra 10% uptick would make a world of difference, you've got so much more out of Stown and Yabi. Astralis' duo So while NAVI don't have Blade, Astralis do have Stabby.
Sharp as ever. Conga line to this B-bomb site. Stair looks to deny. 3 kills available. He takes the first. Got to have NAVI just shuffling quick into this site in hot pursuit at the door. Swung not. And Alexi now, the chance to plant is gone. He will try it again. Fake it out, try and force a reaction. Hit on the door with the orb. Not known to be an AWPer and put down to a single point of health. A stray bullet will finish this round, will finish this matchup. Astralis come hunting for LAN finals. They make it. 2 wins here online for the Danes, taking down NAVI in a dominant third map appearance. NAVI eliminated, bounty claim. Astralis go to LAN in Malta.